Hello everyone, this is a quick video on how to set up your Blackboard course. Your Blackboard course is a starting point for your students. Your students will be able to check course messages, announcements, or any course content that you make available for them. Some of you will also be using other homework sites, such as MyMathLab, WebAssign, MyLabs Plus, My Open Math, etc., that your students can easily access from Blackboard. So first, we log into Blackboard by clicking on the Blackboard in My EPCC. Once you click on your Blackboard, you will be asked to log in, which is your EPCC email and password. We can click on Courses, and your current courses are listed here. You can select your course. Let me go ahead and select this course that I have over here. Okay, once you're in this course, the first thing that you can do is add a content tab on the left side by clicking the arrow. So you will press the arrow, and I click on content area. We can give this a name. I'm going to call it Instructor Syllabus. Make sure that you make it available to all users. Click Submit. And as you notice, any new tab that you insert will be at the bottom, but if you want it at the top, you can just drag it up and place it on the top. Okay. If you make a mistake, you can rename it by clicking the arrow. Let's rename it to Game. And make sure you press the green arrow so that it can change the name. In this situation, if you want to delete it, you would just press delete, delete content, and then delete, and it's gone. So each of these tabs I have on the left side were created in the same way, but notice that some of these are a little bit more bold than the others. And so let me explain what those are. If you want to add a title, for example, course information, coursework, and communication, those I have as titles for those three sections. And so for those, what I'm using is a subheader. So let me go ahead and add one, subheader 1. And you'll notice if we scroll down, it's highlighted in white. And so you can insert it anywhere you want. And it stands out more than the others. Let me go ahead and delete that. The other thing that you'll notice here is I have a line that separates the course information, coursework, and communication. This line can be added by pressing the arrow again. And this one's going to be a divider. When you click on the divider, it creates this line. And again, this line is dragged. You can drag it up and down. I'm going to go ahead and delete this as well. So what I've done here is I created a tab for course syllabus. You might want to upload your syllabus here. And to do that, we can just go to content and we can click on item. Label it. You can use the link here where it says insert file, or you can attach it by clicking down here. So let me find the syllabus. I'm just going to grab a generic syllabus. You want to make sure that you make it available for your users to view. You can track it to see how many students opened it, and you can put date restrictions. I usually just leave this blank. We press submit, and this is going to be what your students get to see. The other way you could add a file is by clicking on file. And what we can do here is upload it here. You can have it open in a new window if you like. And also we can track it, submit. And so really the main difference here between a file and an item is the item you could add a description when you first make it. In the box here, you can say, please read the following document. And so you can put instructions in here. In the file, it doesn't allow you to do that. If we look at this student view, then this is a difference. To look at this one, they would have to click this button and it would open, or if they click on this one, then it will open the file as well. Okay, so that's how you would add your syllabus. Always make sure that if you're gonna edit, this button to the right should be on. If you don't want this file, you can just simply click on here and press delete. Okay. Under professor contact, you can also put in here your contact information, such as email, phone number, etc., as a file. Or since it's in your syllabus, you can delete this if you like. My grade is where your students would see their grades. And then down here for coursework, I went ahead and made this tab called lecture notes. And if I click on it, it's gonna open this next page that has my sections are by week, so week 1 through week 16. So starting next week, we'll be on week 9. And so if I just click on week 1, for example, then I like to put sections that I'll be covering during that week. And so if I click on section 1, what I try to do is put a learning path for the students. So maybe I want to add a file. So maybe I want to add student notes. And so let me just pick a student note that I have here. Let's say this one. And I press submit. Again, these are draggable, so you can move this up. So I normally like to have a student note because I use guided notes in my classroom. And then I'll put a video for them or a PowerPoint. So actually, I usually have the PowerPoint second, and then I'll have a video. Now the videos, they actually come out really nice. I'll talk about videos a little bit later. But in this case, this video, I uploaded it using just a link. And so it's going to take me to YouTube. So let's just go back. But we can have the video come up in here. I'll show you an example in a little bit. And then this tab here that says section 7.1 homework. This is just a link to WebAssign. So your students would come to WebAssign. They would just log in with their credentials. Or if you're using my math lab, so let me go back. They can also just go to the My Math Lab website. If you are using My Math Lab, you can easily grab one of their videos. This is it coming directly from My Math Lab. And I'll show you how to do that as well in the next video. So these are all just examples of videos that you can grab from any of the outside resources. And this video here is actually a video that I made from Screencast-O-Matic, that is from the actual, it's directly uploaded into Blackboard from Screencast-O-Matic. Okay, so let me just go back. And this one here is an example of a Zoom video that I was able to input as well. And this last one, again, is just to add a new recording. So with Screencast-O-Matic, it's really nice because you just press new recording and it's going to let you record, but we'll come back to that in a different video. The purpose of this video was basically to show you how to add these tabs here, and then how to add into the weeks. I would build a content folder. Let's call this section 1.2. Submit. And so then in section 1.2, you can add a file by clicking Browse. I'm just going to open a few files here. And submit. And you can add some more things. You can add some audio, an image. Maybe you have a graph. So let me look for a graph in my computer. I should have one. Let's see. That's my nephew. So here the students can see the graph. You can put a description by pressing on edit. I'm put here, analyze the graph below, determine the degree, determine whether the degree is even or odd, and if the leading coefficient is positive or negative. Post your answer into the discussion board. Okay, so there's my my graph. And before this one, you could have added a video. Let me see if the YouTube is working already. So let's say we want to end behavior of a graph. Yeah, so right now it's not working. The distance education department is fixing this. So for the moment, you can't search for a video and insert it. So you would have to actually open YouTube. and behavior. Go through some of these. Let's just pick the first one. You want to click on share. Okay, so to get the link, you would just press on share and just press copy. Come back to your course. And let me just erase that. So we're going to go to back to our tab. And we're going to add a video. So I'm going to say and behavior video. Actually, let's call it a link. So and behavior video. Control V to get your link. And you can add a description here. Watch the video and determine first watch. You can say watch the video below. Then answer the question for the graph, for the given graph. Something like that. So I would move this video to the top because I want the students to view the video first. Okay, so that's how we would build a section pathway for your students. And you can add your own video instead of looking for one on YouTube. And I will be making a video on how to do that. Next, what I wanted to talk about is if you don't want to confuse your students with having these first weeks here, you can simply click on the arrow and delete, and it will get rid of those. Or you can edit and rename it to week 9 and then erase the other ones after that. Okay. So this WebAssign, the way we get this link here is by going to the little arrow, and that's going to be a web link. So we would click the web link, and you can put any link in here, but you have to start with HTTP. And so if you notice here, if I click on this, it takes me straight to YouTube. Let me go ahead and erase it. Under communications, let me rename this link to course messages. These are the messages that your students will send you. And if you notice, if you click here, you press inbox. And right now I don't have any students here because this is not a real course. But if you did, you would press on 2, select your people you want to email. And then you would type the email. You can upload an attachment, press submit. And so if you notice, I have one message. If I press inbox, then that's the message that I sent. And all the messages will remain here, and it will separate all your classes. So this is only for one class, and each of my classes has its own course messaging system. Then we can press on announcements, and we can press on create announcement, and we can say welcome. So welcome to our virtual classroom. And you can put a date restriction. I always click on this so they can get an email that I put a announcement, press submit, and you will see the announcement that's posted here. Discussions, you can create a forum. So I'm going to put here in behavior discussion. In week 1, section 1.2, you were asked to write down, to analyze the graph. Okay, submit your responses. Here you can also grade it if you want to. So for example, if I want this to be 5 points, then you can put the 5 points and so on. And so now a student can click in here and they can say whatever their answer is going to be. Then I also have the Blackboard Ultra session, which I'll have a session just on that, a video that you can watch. And last, what I wanted to say is if you would like to simply have this course, the way it's set up with the course syllabus, and if you click on lecture notes, it has the weeks here. It wouldn't have this stuff here. I'm going to delete all of this. We can put this into your course, and if you would like that, please email me your CRN, and we will go ahead and insert this into your shell, and then you can add and delete as much as you desire. Thank you for watching this video, and please look forward to getting more information on the next videos to come.